Hey guys, and welcome on in to another episode of Getting Wild and Flying High, free NHL and MLB picks. I'm Terry, ready to break down this Monday slate. Normally we do start with the NHL, but there are a couple of baseball games starting here in around half hour. So we're going to start with baseball today and jump right into things. Looking at this first game between the Cleveland Guardians and the Baltimore Orioles. Here in this one, Allen is on the mound for Cleveland, Wells on the mound for Baltimore, and I'm off this game. Baltimore has the hitting advantage by far, clearly has the hitting advantage. Wells off a start where he went 5 innings, 5 earned runs, 3 home runs, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts. So he got some strikeouts, but too many home runs allowed, too many earned runs, too many walks for him. Both pitchers have been walking guys lately. I could see a higher scoring game here in this one. The issue, though, is that Cleveland 29th hitting against right-handed pitchers. If there's a game that Wells is going to have a good game like his previous starts here, this would be a good game to bounce back with. So ultimately, I'm off this game. I do like Austin Hayes to get a hit here. 391 average last 7 days, 288 on the season against lefties. And I was going to have Mike Zunino for Cleveland. Great numbers last 7 days overall against righties and great numbers against Wells. He was 2 for 4 with 2 home runs against Wells, but he's not in the lineup, the Cleveland Guardians. So the only player I was going to take is not in the lineup. So for this game, Austin Hayes to get a hit. And that's basically about it here in this one. Moving on along to my favorite game of the day happening here in just over half hour. We have the Texas Rangers and the Detroit Tigers here. Eovaldi against Boyd in this one. And we have a huge pitching advantage with one team, a huge hitting advantage with one team. And that's the Texas Rangers. Third in baseball against left-handed pitchers. Detroit is 27th against right-handed pitchers. Eovaldi, while I was looking to fade him this season, but that just has not worked out well. So that was a couple games of the year early on. I looked to fade him, but realized that was not going to be profitable. In his last 5 starts, he's gone less than 8 innings once. He went 7 innings in his rough start there, giving up 3 earned runs, 3 home runs, and 2 walks. And the other 3 starts before that, he gave up nothing. In his last start, 9 innings, 1 earned run, 1 home run, 1 walk. Eovaldi has been absolutely fantastic all season long. And now he's getting this Detroit Tigers team who is playing pretty decently recently. But this Texas Rangers team is just too strong for them. Boyd is coming off a good performance, but as you can see in his other performances, he was giving up runs to everybody, including the 1 inning. He didn't even last an inning, giving up 5 earned runs and 4 walks. So I like Texas here on the run line. Texas money line, a great parlay piece as well. Josh Young, 458 the last 7 days, 340 against left-handed pitchers. He smashes lefties. I have him for a hit. I also have Josh Young over 1.5 bases at plus 125, I believe, plus 120, plus money for his over bases. And I won't be shocked if he hits a home run in this one. I really like Josh Young. Lately, he's been hitting really well, and his hit lefties well all season long. For Detroit, Zach McKinstry, Riley Green, both hitting really well the last 7 days, over 350 average the last 7 days, both about 290, 291 for Riley Green, 294 for McKinstry. So both hitting well against righties, but this will be a big test for them. But I like Young, Texas minus 1.5, and McKinstry and Green hitting props in this game. I look at Texas team total over as well, but I'm not going to overload too much on the game. In this one here, Kansas City Royals, St. Louis Cardinals. Looks like it's going to be a bullpen day for the Kansas City Royals here in this one. Um, they don't hit well against lefties or righties. 28th overall OPS against right-handed pitchers. Wainwright started the season off pretty rough so far. He's gone 5 innings in all 4 games. 4 earned runs, 2 earned runs, 5 earned runs in his last start. Not a whole lot of home runs. He's giving up walks, not really striking too many guys out. Wainwright at the tail end of his career is just not pitching all that well right now. But this is the Kansas City Royals, and if you're going to face a team to get right, this would be it. He is 2-0, so despite giving up runs, he's won his first 2 starts, or he's won 2 of the 4 starts, and that's who I would go with. Or yeah, sorry, that's the team I would lean with in this game, but they're too overpriced for me, and I'm just not really too interested in this one. Stars, we'll get to that game shortly when we're done baseball. Hello, Terry. Hello, Nick. Me and Nick disagree pretty much everything on today's slate. So, but gonna happen. Royals first 5 plus 155. Yeah. Good luck. I'm not against you. I can't back the Royals not knowing who's going to be pitching, who's going to be coming out here on the mound. But the way Wainwright has pitched, this game's easy pass for me. Player props, nobody really stands out for me here. So this game is a nice, easy pass. Tampa Bay Rays and the Chicago Cubs in this one. Bradley on the mound for Tampa Bay, Stroman for the Chicago Cubs. Stroman has pitched really well all season long, except for that one start where he went 2 innings, 6 earned runs, 1 home run, 2 walks. He's basically walking 1 to 3 guys, mostly 2 guys here per game. Not really giving up a lot of home runs, pitching really well. Although he has to face the number 1 hitting teams against righties here in the Tampa Bay Rays. Bradley, I just don't really. I don't know about Bradley. He's not a pitcher that I'm really looking to fade, but he's not a pitcher that I'm looking to back. And I give the pitching advantage to the Cubs and Stroman here. But the Cubs are just not playing well right now. And I just can't really back them here against the Tampa Bay Rays. But I'm not taking the Rays either. This game, ultimately a pass. Cubs players that hit righties well are not really hitting well right now. So nobody stands out for the Cubs for me. But Wander Franco, 444 last 7 days, 275 against righties. He's 1 for 3 against Stroman. So I like Wander Franco to hit the ball here. Trade talks are starting to heat up between Toronto and Carolina for a deal that can send Mitch Marner to the Canes. Interesting. You would think that Toronto would have their GM first before going down that route. In my opinion, anyway. But we'll see what happens there. And Mitch Marner, he's the one, the hometown boy. He's the one that I think might stay. But hey, if Toronto's smart, you got to blow up that core. You can't keep that core together. But that's for a whole other show, whole other time. We'll talk about that in the off season. Minnesota Twins, Houston Astros here in this one. The Twins have Sonny Gray on the mound. France is on the mound for Houston Astros. And when I was looking at this game, my first instinct was to take the first 5 under in this one. But some of these Houston Astro players have hit Sonny Gray pretty well. And I just don't know. I don't have a good feeling about the first 5 under anymore. So I've decided to stay off that. No side or total play for me. I did have a player prop I really liked for Minnesota and Matt Wallner, who has just been smashing the ball since coming up for the Twins. But he was sent down. He was sent down to the minors with Royce Lewis, one of the Twins, pretty much their top prospect, is going to be in the lineup along with Max Kepler back from injury. So I'm going to take a stab here with Royce Lewis to get a hit. No numbers behind him here, but I'm going to take a stab with him. For Houston, Corey Julks, who I believe is confirmed now. I know Altuve was confirmed. No, no Julks today. All right, well, that makes that easier. Take Corey Julks off. So Royce Lewis and Jose Altuve. Altuve 444 last 7 days, 500 against righties on the season. Of course, he hasn't pitched, or he hasn't pitched. He hasn't hit the full season, obviously coming back from injury. But against Sonny Gray, he's 12 for 34, hitting 353 in his career. So Jose Altuve is the Houston player I'd look at. Royce Lewis for Minnesota. Race team total over is a wagon. Yeah, I could see Stroman having a good game. I could see Stroman having uh Twinkies first five. Yeah, possibly. Possibly. I don't know. This Houston Astros team is playing really well right now. So I could see it being tied. So I could see getting a push there in that one. Colorado Rockies, Arizona Diamondbacks. This is my Picks and Parlays exclusive play of the day. You can get my pick in this game up on the site in a package, $25. Use code MLB to get 20% off if you want my premium play in this game. Looking at it, Kaufman on the mound for the Rockies, 0-2, 9.35 ERA. One game on the road, one game at home against Miami. A Miami team that does not hit righties very well at all, but he was still got hit up there. Nelson for Arizona started the season off really, really bad, but 3 of his last 4 starts have been really good for Nelson. Player props, Elias Diaz for the Rockies, Lourdes Gurriel, and Emmanuel Rivera for the Diamondbacks, of course, if they're in the lineup. And if you want my premium play, as I said, link is in the description below for picks and parlays. Moving on along, Pittsburgh Pirates, San Francisco Giants. I took a shot with the Giants yesterday. They were one of my premium plays, 2-2 day on the site. The Giants tried to come back against the Brewers, but were unable to come back. Now they are home here against Pittsburgh. Hill on the mound for the Pirates, DeSclafani for the Giants. DeSclafani started the season off like he was going to be a Cy Young winner. He was just pretty much perfect to start off his season. However, the last 4 games, he's got hit, especially his last game, giving up 2 home runs. He's giving up 2 to 5 earned runs his last 4 starts, walking a couple guys most games here. Rich Hill is also walking 2 guys a game. He's had 2 good starts there, 2 starts where he's got hit. Cider total here, I'm just torn. I kind of lean with the over, but the Giants do not hit lefties well. However, Casey Schmidt and Patrick Bailey for San Francisco do hit lefties really well. Casey Schmidt not hitting the best the last 7 days, only 208, but 462 on the season against lefties. So I'll be taking Bailey and Schmidt if they're in the lineup for San Francisco. For Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds heating up the last 7 days, 348, 305 against righties, and he is 3 for 10 against DeSclafani. So those are the 3 players I would take, of course, if they're in the lineup. No side or total play here for me in this one. Atlanta Braves, Oakland Athletics in this one here. Both pitchers making their season debuts here in this one. Of course, we don't know exactly what we're going to see from either pitcher, but I trust Soroka a lot more than I trust Blackburn. I trust this Atlanta offense a lot more than I trust this Oakland offense. For Soroka to have his first start, this is pretty much the dream opponent that he could face here. Oakland dead last against right-handed pitchers, but Atlanta's huge favorites here in this one. Ultimately, not getting to anything side or total wise. Player props: Sean Murphy and Austin Riley. if they are both playing. They are both hitting the ball really well the last 7 days. 273, 253 overall against righties. Atlanta does hit lefties better than righties, but I think they can hit Blackburn here in this one. So Murphy and Riley, if they're in the lineup, no side or total play here for me in this one. Riding the wave, Oakland first five, Braves off Sunday night football, cross country or Sunday night baseball. Cross country trip with no rest and laying minus 235 against a pitcher who, or on a pitcher who hasn't pitched since 2020. How can I'll be really quick with this comment. No way am I taking Oakland first five. Braves off Sunday night baseball. Uh, as I said on Twitter, I believe there was a game where the Braves were on Sunday night baseball and they won the next game 4-0. Sunday night baseball doesn't really matter to me. I'm not going to automatically fade whoever's playing Sunday night baseball. Um, Traveling does suck, yes, but this is like the perfect opponent they could possibly face. Team that's lost 11 games in a row that really has no reason to really try to win this game. The Braves are going to want to play well for Soroka. And looking at the Braves, the fact that they've still leading their division without two of their best pitchers for the most part this season, watch out for this Braves team going forward. Soroka, definitely a pitcher I want to back, but I'm priced out of this game. If I was going to take anything, it would be the Braves money line in a parlay, and then these two players to get hits in this game. But I'm not going anywhere near Oakland Athletics. LA Angels and Chicago White Sox, Canning against Kopech here in this one. And this is a complete pass for me here. Canning, not a pitcher I trust. I did try to fade him in his last game. And of course, he went 7 innings and gave up nothing, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Kopech, a pitcher you wanted to fade early on because he was pitching awful. This White Sox team was really playing awful. But back-to-back starts where he hasn't given up anything, going 8 and 7 innings, 1 walk during that stretch, no home runs, no earned runs, and 10 and 9 strikeouts for Kopech. I'm not taking the White Sox because of their there's a hitting advantage here with the Angels, so I don't really trust the White Sox. But I believe the White Sox are favorites here too, as well, aren't they? Let me pull this up. Yeah, White Sox are minus 135 too. So I can't take them at this price. Yes, Kopech has been lights out, but Canning was pretty good in his last start. Angels have the hitting advantage, but nobody really hitting all that well last 7 days that hits righties well. So ultimately, no player props for me, nothing in this game whatsoever. Moving on along, Washington Nationals and the LA Dodgers in this game. And I've been sitting looking at this game all day, deciding should I add the Dodgers on the run line here in this one. There's a few rookie pitchers that have started off their career really well. Miller, obviously, only one start, but he pitched 5 innings, earned run, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Williams started the season off really well, but he's got hit here recently. Um, and the Dodgers' second best offense against right-handed pitchers. The two players to look at, Freddie Freeman, JD Martinez, both hitting over 400 the last 7 days, both over 300 against righties. Freeman is 5 for 13, 385 against Williams. JD Martinez 1 for 2, hitting 500. Um, haven't added the Dodgers run line as of yet. Dodgers money line, a great parlay piece. I think that might be the better way to go. You could parlay Dodgers money line with Freeman and Martinez hit. Most likely that'll be on my slate on my card as well here in this game. Grass. Lean Dodgers, but too juiced. Nationals money line. Have heard people saying it's Memorial Day in the U.S., right? So Nationals. Uh, People are saying to take the Nationals, but Nats are sneaky good on the run line on the road. Yeah, I haven't taken the run line. Probably going to stay off, but I'll take the Dodgers money line in a parlay with Freeman and Martinez to get a hit in this game. Moving on along to our final game here before we get to the NHL. New York Yankees and Seattle Mariners. In this one, Domingo German makes his return from his suspension. Obviously, if you look at his last start, 3 innings where he was pretty much perfect against the Blue Jays. Of course, that was because he was using an illegal substance. He was cheating. That's not my opinion. That is fact. In this last game, I'm assuming he will be checked thoroughly. Should be every inning to make sure he's not cheating in this game. His previous starts before that, he pitched really well, was probably cheating there as well. Uh, Now on this side, Miller is on the mound for the Mariners, a rookie that is, as I said in previous shows, he started off his career um, pretty much perfect. The one start, 3 earned runs in 6 innings. His other 4 starts combined, 1 earned run. Hasn't given up a home run yet. 4 walks total. This kid has a lot of talent, and I want to back Seattle. The issue is that they're right around my cutoff price here at minus 130, and it's a little pricey here for me. I would put Seattle money line in a parlay piece. You could parlay Seattle money line with Julio Rodriguez to get a hit. He has been heating up lately, but I want to fade Domingo German. I think he gets hit pretty well here when he doesn't cheat. So I expect him to get hit here in this one. This game feels very sticky. Ah, sticky. Yeah. We'll see if German's hands are sticky today. Fade the returning Yankee. Uh, Mariners minus 1.5. I like it. That could be the way to go. Really, that could be the way to go. I hate cheaters. Me too. Me too. Um, but I also hate players that cross-check people in the neck when they're laying down on the ice. And that's brings us to our next game here in the NHL. Vegas Golden Knights and the Dallas Stars. Captain Jamie Benn will be making his return to the lineup today, and he's probably going to score. To be honest, he's probably going to score. I would not be shocked if Jamie Benn finds the back of the net, but he does not deserve it one bit, not taking any accountability for what he did in game 3. Now we're on game 5 here, and I'm loading up in this game. Jason Robertson, anytime goal for Dallas. He has a goal in 4 of his last 5 games, plus 165 to score. Jack Eichel assist, which I continue to cash game after game, plus 120. He's done that in 9 of his last 12 games. Jonathan Marchessault, anytime goal, plus 230. He's done that 4 of his last 6 games. You could also get him for a point at minus 125 at FanDuel if you wanted to go that route. He did get an assist in his last game, but did not score. I'm also taking the draw in this game. Um, as it as I have written down here, 7 of the last 11 meetings between the teams have gone to overtime. We have seen overtime quite a bit in this series. And once it goes to overtime, as long as Vegas stays out of the penalty box, I like Vegas Golden Knights to win the series and head to the Stanley Cup playoffs or Stanley Cup Finals. So Vegas money line, the draw, Robertson goal, Eichel assist, and Jonathan Marchessault goal. I like Vegas to end the series here today. Stars, yeah, they've given it their all their last 2 games. They've had for sure. Stars in 7, Dallas money line. I will like Florida a whole lot more if this series goes 7. OT, throw up, throw up, throw up. Yeah, you were lucky in your OT in the last game, Nick, because Dallas got the power play. And I'm not just bringing up the power play for no reason. Vegas's power play 17% almost 18%. Dallas's power play, 32%. Vegas's penalty kill, 61%. Dallas's penalty kill, 83%. There is huge power play special teams advantage for Dallas, and it's not even close. So if Vegas is going to win this game and win this series, they have to stay out of the penalty box. But I don't think it matters who wins this series. Uh, I'm taking Florida to win the Stanley Cup. I am on Team Florida here now. What I've seen in this series, Vegas has had two chances to close out this series, and they have not been able to. Dallas is giving it their all just to try to get this series to a game seven. If they're able to do that and win this series and go on to the finals, I will like Florida a whole lot because uh, coming back from down 3-0 is going to take a whole lot of energy for the Stars, and I don't think they'll have anything left in the tank if they are able to go past this series. So it's kind of a win-win for me. If Dallas does win this game and goes to game seven, just makes me like Florida more. And if Vegas wins, I win my bet and we go on to the Stanley Cup Finals. Vegas penalty kill numbers suck because they played Edmonton for 6 games. That is correct in part, but it has continued to suck here against Dallas, who also has a good power play. So you can't control who you face. Stars win game 1 and 2 against the Panthers. Uh, it would be in Dallas if Dallas wins. So I completely disagree because Florida has been a moneymaker on the road in this playoffs. Stars for the Cup? No. Terry hates the Stars because they beat Minnesota. Just be honest. This is partly true. This is partly true. I'm not gonna lie. But it's not just for beating Minnesota. It's barely beating the Seattle Kraken, and then all um, the Jamie Benn play, all of Ryan Suter's actions in this playoffs. The Stars don't deserve to win the cup. They don't deserve to make the Stanley Cup final. But that's my opinion. Looking at the numbers here, I still like Vegas to win this series tonight. I'm telling you, the NHL needs the good versus evil Stanley Cup final. Yeah, I wouldn't say Dallas is evil. I never said that. I just don't like Ryan Suter. I could go on for 20 minutes about why I don't like Ryan Suter, so I won't do that. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. If Dallas wins this game, I hope Jason Robertson scores so I can cash a plus 165 and give me the draw on this one, a plus 330 as well. But that is today's show. Best of luck to everybody today. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hit the like button if you enjoy the content. Appreciate all the support. And we'll be back tomorrow for another episode, Getting Wild, Flying High. Or actually, it'll just be Flying High, free MLB picks. Best of luck, everybody.